Hello everybody, my name is Meisterbloo, and hopefully this is a new episode instead of being attached on there. If not, either way, I got my package! I got the game Betrayal at House on the Hill. Yes, I saw the Game Grumps play this over at Table Flip and immediately fell in love and had to have one, but they didn't have copies that were cheap on Amazon for a while. I think they may have just released the second edition because Amazon seemed to have a huge stock and they weren't expensive, so picked one up because that game looks a lot of fun. And I love board games. But anyway, onward. You remember just fine. It's how you said it happened.
Toko, I want to hear you say those things again.
Fine. Is it okay if I stay here a bit?
You big dummy.
Nadia leans in and hooks her arm over Toko's shoulders, pulling Toko on top of her. Leaning up, she brushes Toko's hair aside and gently kisses her on the forehead. Is that a yes?
Yeah. I guess we'll have to find a spot to set up Epiphany.
Wait, you know about Epiphany?
Jeez, I wasn't just being a fainting idiot the whole time while we were out there.
Sorry.
What about my soul?
There's no way to separate it now. Me and Epiphany, you and me, the only way to do it is if our soul is taken to limbo.
I don't want everyone in hell chasing after me. You could be happy living a normal life. Now I have to worry about you as well. You're going to get weaker and weaker while everyone else tries to claim my soul from you, and then what will happen? And if somebody stronger than Devin beats you, I don't have a single say in it. I'm stuck watching my own fate play out in front of me.
Nadia, I'm sorry. This could have been avoided if I left you alone. I didn't. Toko. The bass hums softly, and the same confident air of Epiphany's voice rings out with a distant reverb. You've been listening to us? It's kind of hard not to. You think so loud. There's no way to separate Nadia's soul without killing Nadia. No, without killing all of us.
What are you saying?
I think she's saying that because of what happened, my soul has become inseparable from yours. We're sharing the same soul now. Toko, if you don't want to take her soul to limbo, and you don't want anyone else to take her soul to limbo, the only choice is to fight back.
You make it sound like that would be easy.
It's easier on my tuners. I'd choose that over hearing you two bitching and moping about how sucky everything is. I still feel like I'm a pawn being toyed with by hell. You two don't like the idea of Nadia's soul being taken? I'm sorry, that wasn't a question. However, her soul is inside you now, Toko. To make this 100% clear, if any of us end up dying, then we all die. I struggled all these years just to possess a body of my own, and now that I have one, I won't spend forever floating in limbo waiting to be judged. So there's only one solution. Kick everybody's asses until they do what you want. There, a happy resolution. Now you two go have sex and make up. Hey! I'm going to take a nap, whatever you two decide. It still won't be very easy.
I guess I never really had a complicated life till now. For some reason it feels better than waiting around for someone to show up and kidnap me.
That was what you were planning life was? Good. I'm going back to sleep. Feel free to play me anytime, Toko. Don't leave me in a closet got it covered in dust somewhere. I've already spent enough time being ignored.
I'm utterly exhausted as well.
Nadia clings to Toko's back tighter and pulls the demon on top of her. Toko is still very unused to this. Very not used. Would unused be appropriate there? I have no idea. To this human affection. Nadia turns off the lights and pulls Toko under the covers. The two lie there minutes on end before their whispers break the silence. Why a bass guitar? I have no idea how to play one.
You should learn. I want you to serenade me sometime.
Nadia, I'm sorry for being such a jerk, but I'm gonna make it up to you.
Shh. Just sleep. You'll feel better in the morning. Good night, Toko.
Night, Nadia.
So, you're a succubus, huh?
Good night, Nadia.
Oh, that was sweet. Oh! Oh, I want to hug them. I want to be there and I'll be like, you two are so adorable, and like squeeze them tight. Yeah.
Toko sits on the edge of Nadia's bed, still a bit wound up after the previous night. She was in the process of using Nadia's television to distract herself from Devin when Nadia interrupted.
Awake already? I'm surprised you got up first.
You didn't think I was just gonna lie there all day, did you?
Pressed against the warmth of my bosom? But of course! Ah, you found the remote. Anything good on?
Honestly, it's a lot of stuff I don't understand. I'm not really sure what I'm fond of.
Hi! Thank you!
Bleh. Wait, was that her screaming yes in Japanese? Or was that her just, like, making a noise? I'm so confused. Before Toko can press her newly beloved change channel button, Nadia swipes the remote from her and flops onto the bed. Hey, I was using that!
Oh, that's Nebi Tenshi Tenshi! I nearly forgot I have tickets!
I have tickets too. What does the arcade have to?
Not like that. Tickets to see her perform.
You got tickets to see her?
Yeah, she's really popular. My friend Steph knows people working backstage. It's super easy to score the tickets.
She's weird.
Are you jealous?
No, she's just weird.
What? Nuh-uh. Now come on, breakfast time.
Nothing spicy. Something's not right here.
Pardon?
Nothing. I'm really, really hungry.
That sounded exactly like what you just said.
I'd like to see her, maybe.
Ha! Knew it! I think after last night, we really need to cut loose and dance. Steph already got tickets, but we can see about sneaking in during setup and getting more. Oh, do you think your friend Jinxo would like to come along?
She's not my friend! Nadia sighs.
Oh well, after breakfast I'll call Steph and we can go down to the concert.
They'll let me in?
You can borrow Steph's pass for now. I have both of them. Let me check the mail. I'll be right back.
You're gonna get kidnapped again, aren't you? Tenshi. Would she be that bold? There's something about the exuberant girl's dance that makes Toko uncomfortable. Everything about Nemi makes her far too eye-catching, even for...
Hey Toko, we need to head out. Please get dressed.
Wait, huh? What's going on? You were the one who got this letter. It was from your school, so why do I have to go?
It's from the Dean of Students. I don't understand it. It insisted that you came.
Or come. My bad.
And on a Sunday, too.
Toko looks confused, but if the letter's aware of her, then something is wrong. First the concert business, and now this? Nadia hits the down button on the wall. It's an elevator in the newly built wing of the university, and at this point, no students have been allowed inside. The halls all seem eerily quiet.
It's weird. I've never been to this part of the school. It's strange for the dean's office to be in the basement.
We're gonna get kidnapped and killed, and just horrible things are gonna happen to us because of you. The elevator pings, and there's a burb outside.
Hello there!
Sorry, I'm distracted. The elevator pings, and the door opens seconds later. The two of them step aboard, although Toko looks around nervously. Something feels off about this. The elevator jolts and begins to go down. And down. And seems to go on forever. Let me see that letter.
It's weird. It's not really a conventional school document.
God damn it, Nadia. Nadia reaches into her bag and pulls out a black envelope with white text, along with a matching folded letter, and happily sets it in Toko's hands. You didn't even think that a black letter seemed the slightest bit suspicious? The floor counter ticks down to -20, -21, and begins rapidly skipping floors. -55, -143. When it reaches -250, it starts to count up. +1, +2, +3. Suddenly, Toko's eyes widen at the paper in her hands, shriveling up and then dissolving into black dust. Her hackles rise as the air... Her hackles? What's a hackle? Her hackles rise as the air feels very different and uncomfortably familiar. Congratulations, we got sent to hell. I knew it. This is bad. This is really bad. We've crossed over into hell.
Really? There's an elevator to hell in my school? Hey! Commentary. No wonder everyone was scared of the dean's office.
Hey, this is no time to joke. This is real bad. No wonder it asked me to come along. Nadia seems unfazed by the whole thing, with a look that can only be considered a vague interest in seeing hell for the first time. You're a weird girl, Nadia.
Don't worry, Toko. I'm sure that if they were trying to hurt you, they would have by now. Besides, you have Epiphany to protect you, and me.
Nadia latches her arm around Toko's and leans in. It is comforting in an embarrassing sort of way as Nadia leans up against Toko and pulls her close. Toko reaches to her chest and firmly holds onto Epiphany's strap. Yeah. The numbers on the floor counter begin to rapidly slow. Oh, I thought somebody was like banging on my door. 1,000, 2,000, or 968, 1,967, or 76. When it reaches 2,000, 112, 2112, the elevator pings again and opens up. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Sorry, I love this song. I love it so much. I love the soundtrack. The walls are painfully familiar black marble. The sky, glaring through the window, is an unpleasant, welcoming red. As home as Toko feels at the moment, it makes her unsettled as she could possibly be. In the middle of the floor is a carpet that leads the way through a painfully long office to a desk at the far end. She can hear the scribbling of signatures and the stamping of papers on the other side of the room. Oh god, what voice did I give this lady? I can't remember, so I'm gonna have to come up with one, and if it turns out to be the same, then that's awesome. Nadia looks through the windows, staring at the strange red cityscape before her. It looks like a human city, yet warped into impossible architectures. Even to Toko, everything about it always seems off. Now, Toko, don't keep me waiting. That voice. It's annoyingly familiar. Toko runs towards the voice. Toko! You're suddenly a dean now? Suddenly? I've always been the dean of students. I can't very well step in the overworld anymore, so I had an elevator put in my office. Nadia bounces along after Toko, trying to catch up after she had run off. Toko, don't run like that. Don't run away like that. Jeez. You? It was all you, wasn't it? That's right. Toko, don't ignore me. Toko takes a step back and looks at Nadia as she finally catches up. She becomes increasingly upset, her hand clinging to Epiphany and to the back of Nadia's sweater. And it was you! You were the one who told Jinxo to follow us! Bellatrix closes a black folder and places her hand upon her desk, linking her fingers together. She seems to croon, amused at the two. Yes, that's right. And Devon? You opened up the contract on Nadia's soul and told Devon to go after it? Yep, it was me. Bellatrix doesn't move, she only stays there, watching and smiling. Toko's face, however, turns red and angry. Nadia clings to Toko's side reassuringly. Toko, calm down. Tan, you orchestrated this entire mess to make me come back here, didn't you? Why? Why did you do it? Bellatrix watches Nadia, then turns back to Toko. To awaken Epiphany, of course. Why do you think you've been given so many chances? Why do you think Limbo has kept your contract renewed year after year, despite not ferrying any souls? Bellatrix lifts her hand and gestures to Epiphany. You don't think that we as demons couldn't tell what was going on with you, do you, Toko? It is incredibly unusual for such a situation to occur. For you to possess a complete human soul while the host continues living. This is an exceptionally exciting moment. But you were always so stubborn, so headstrong. No one could get through to you. All you needed was a little push to send you in the right direction. Toko bends over and slams her palms on the top of the desk. So you used me for your own stupid game? You kicked me out of hell and you... Introduced you to Nadia and Epiphany. Exactly. Toko recoils. She can feel her blood cooking her bones. I don't like being used. I don't like being bossed around and toyed with. I want you to leave me and Nadia alone. Toko? Nadia clings to Toko tighter, and the look on her face is like she's in bliss. Bellatrix curls her arms underneath her chest and muses over something. You and Nadia, huh? You've changed, Toko. A lot from mere 3 days in the overworld. You have so much potential as a demon, more than you will ever know. It'd be a shame if you wasted living in the overworld being hunted by demons and angels. What are you talking about? As a demon without an instrument, you've never participated in the Inner Circle rock competition, have you? What are you getting at, Bellatrix? I mean that now that you have Epiphany... Bellatrix stands up and throws her hand into the air. You can participate in this year's Inner Circle rock competition, Hell on Earth Tour.
Oh wow, that sounds like an amazing name! I wonder what kind of music demons like to listen to.
I'm not interested.
But Toko, it might be fun! Exactly, it is fun. And for the last 200 years, Outer Circle has never won a trophy in the Inner Circle Rock competition. Wait, Outer Circle? Outer Circle. Dees is separated into 9 tiers, and 3 circles of 3 tiers. Outer Circle is Limbo, Lust, and Gluttony. Middle Circle is Wrath, Envy, and Greed. Inner Circle is Sloth, Sorrow, and Pride. It should be no surprise that, to even a human, that the inner city of Dees is where the strongest demons in hell resides. Inner Circle is the strongest of the strong, who've held the Inner Circle Rock competition title for the last 200 years, and just one band has held that title all 200 years running. Erinyes. I'm gonna say Erinyes. Wait, who's Erinyes? Erinyes is a band from... Oh, that's Toko. Is a band from... Oh, that girl is pretty.
Look at the blue-haired girl! She got an axe guitar!
I'm sorry. Blue hair is my kryptonite, and I squee when I see it, and I'm sorry. Erinyes is a band from the Inner Circle. I've never seen them personally, but they only hold concerts in the Inner Circle. No one from Middle Circle or Outer Circle ever goes there. And you're going to beat them. You're crazy. Even if you cooked with a stupid scheme to awaken Epiphany, there's no way I'll beat them. I don't know how to care or to know how. Or I don't know how or care to know how. I don't know how to care or know how. Wow, that was bad of me.
But that's not true, Toko. You want to learn how to play Epiphany properly, don't you?
Toko furrows her brow a bit, trying hard to find a reason to deny it. Still, there's no way I'll be able to. I don't have a band and I don't have a manager.
But that's not true. There's your manager.
Bellatrix muses as she gestures to Nadia and then adjusts her glasses with a devious grin. She lifts her arms and elegantly claps her hands.
And as for your band...
You two!
Oh, Jigsaw looks so cute! Oh!
I love Jigsaw. Oh, I want Jigsaw here. I want to hug her. I want to hug her tight. What the hell are you two doing here? Jigsaw made me look like an idiot, and you tried to force me to take Nadia's soul. Give me one good reason for even thinking of helping you right now.
Hey, you're the bully from the park.
We've not been formally introduced, have we? Little Miss here is Toko's older sister. I'm sure you're quite aware of that.
But Sissy has something rather precious tucked away in her obstinate little heart. Someone with a brain lost in Wonderland like her would never have noticed Epiphany on her own. Besides, as Bellatrix said, you got to be reunited with your little girly friend, right? I was forbidden from telling you everything, or you would not have done this willingly.
So this whole time, everybody knew about this but me. That really pisses me off. Devon whips out a small handkerchief from her sleeve before dabbing away at her non-existent tears, but then drops it into Davy's hand, who carefully folds it.
You know, I didn't relish having to beat up my precious little sister, but we had no other options.
Liar. I won't do it. This is another excuse for you to pull a prank or manipulate me.
You're wrong, Toko. This was to realize your potential. Naturally, an instrument finds its owner from ferrying souls, but as a farrier you are utterly hopeless. For whatever reason, you possess a rather strong bond that has created Epiphany. So without Jigsaw and Devon's help, we would never have been able to draw out your instrument. Desperate situations, desperate measures. As Outer Circle, we need to send our strongest bands to the Inter-Circle Rock competition, and you four are our best shot at winning the title. Epiphany is weak from her fight with Devon and years of neglect, and the human world shall never be able to sustain herself, and neither will you.
For your own personal gain, not for any sympathy for me or Nadia. Don't forget that you kicked me out. You personally shredded my folder. Why should I do anything for you? Or for Jigsaw? Or for fucking Devon? Or for any horrid little speck of hell now?
So, you found Epiphany, didn't you? You're with Nadia now, aren't you? I acted completely in your interests. Besides, if you succeed in winning the title for Outer Circle, Limbo will reinstate you as a demon farrier, and...
Bellatrix pulls out a large and expansive contract and lays it upon the desk before Toko. Nadia attempts to read it, but it's in some strange demonic language. My D&D character can read that!
Nadia's contract will be closed forever and sealed. Her soul will not be taken to limbo, and Nadia will be allowed to serve her penance for the sins she's committed while she's still alive. Wait, this means we won't have to be separated?
Impossible! Hell would never allow this. The Demon Code is very clear about farrier duties. And with that, that's about it for this episode. Thank you all for watching. My name has been Meisterbloo, and I hope Meisterbloo, that is, and I hope to see you all in the next video. So until then, everybody, peace out.